Hey Gen Chem Nation, if you're watching this video, then you have signed up for General Chemistry here at the University of Vermont, and I am your instructor, Eric Ruggles. So here, just a quick little video to help you get started with our summer course, basically by just exploring BlackBoard, showing the little ins and outs for access to all the information as we go throughout our summer semester. I'll have more of an introduction as far as my personal hobbies and things of that within the discussion board, which we'll talk about in a little bit as we go. That's kind of the next stage or the next step. But first, let's just look at getting started, and I'm going to switch screens now so we can look at BlackBoard. So when you access the Chem website through BlackBoard through your My UVM account, you always come to the announcement page, which is what we see here. As I go through the semester, here's where I'll post announcements as far as module assignments and things of that nature to keep everybody on pace with the class. And so here in this video, I'd like to just kind of help you with the navigation of BlackBoard. Looking off to the top left-hand corner, we see this navigation pane kind of in that dark charcoal color, and you can actually kind of go between having it as a shortcut or not by hitting that little bar on the far left. And where we're looking at is the very top, and where we're at right now is that purple left announcement portion. So to begin, let's just go to that idea of getting started. So we're going to click the next link to help us understand what's offered. So you're watching me now here on that video that we see there with the Let's Get It Started, and notice that there is, yes, a lot of information here because I try to provide a lot of different ways for you guys to get help and to practice, etc. So basically, to get started, I want you to walk through these 5 different pieces that we have off to the left. Notice that with the top left navigation pane, they're numbered: 1 syllabus, 2 assignments, 3 mastering chemistry, etc. And that numbering is coordinated with this particular post of getting started. So click on the video link and watch, of course. But we're already down here. So we have basically syllabus. Syllabus is where we can find all the pertinent information regarding the ins and outs of the class. I'm going to go back and forth here between the two, so let's get into just looking at the syllabus really quickly. So here you notice we have a lot of documents, but what I've done is broken the syllabus apart. So at the very top, you have the full syllabus for access to the full document. And then I've taken and blown the syllabus apart into the different sections that we have here, Roman numerals from 1 to 8. So just to help you navigate if you're looking for specific information. There'll be another video getting into the syllabus and all the extremely pertinent information about logistics sometime soon, but not in this particular getting started or introductory video. So that's the first bit of getting started. We did the syllabus, or just looked at it. Assignments is where we will have basically module assignments from each chapter. For instance, if we go to our assignments here, you're seeing a little bit more than you will see. Basically, what I'll be doing here is developing modules, and so each assignment has a module, and each module is basically a chapter in the textbook. So module 1, for instance, really has to do with chapter 1. And so if we click within the module, we'll find that there are learning objectives, assignments, lecture videos, etc., etc. And I'm going to save more of a introduction into this very shortly. So be patient with this module portion. We'll talk about it specifically in a little while. So that takes us to then mastering chemistry. Mastering chemistry is where we actually can access the textbook. If we want, you have a number of options. You can buy the physical textbook if you choose. You can also just do e-text with Mastering Chemistry Access. We need to have Mastering Chemistry Access because that is where we will be taking our exams. So that will be the platform for our exams. And so we've already developed, or I've already developed a host of assignments for this. But this is basically what I'm opening up here right now is just the entire textbook. What you see here are all the questions from the end of each chapter. And so when we get into assignments, this is one platform that you can use to get your practice homework done. The other platform would be the physical textbook. So that's Mastering Chemistry. Now let's get into course materials. And if we look in our document here, we notice there's a lot here that I try to provide for you guys and gals. So let's go up and hit number 4, go into course materials. And so here we have a list of folders in terms of live lecture notes. That's where I'll put PDF versions of the notes that I cover in the actual lecture videos. So not only do you have the visual video as well as the sound, you also then just have the physical copy as far as the PDF of the notes. So those will be added as we go within that folder at the top. We then have textbook problem videos, and here I've gone through and created a lot of videos for each respective chapter to try to give you guys, just extra help whenever you need it. So as you're doing practice homework, you might find have certain issues, and so I've done sample calculations here to try to help in that attack of the practice homework and trying to find success within that. We also have within there the videos but closed caption. It's the same videos before, but just with the text. If you don't like my melodic voice, I then have blank exams and practice exam keys from 2017 and 2018. These are just extra practice to help us in getting our skills fine-tuned. SI problem sets, these are just basically, again, extra practice from our SI leaders during normal semesters. We don't offer that during the summer. So I've taken the past semester and put them in here again just as extra practice along with the keys to those practice sets as well. And then a bunch of documents. A really good document to look at is Steps to Success in Chem 31. That would be a good one. It talks about an emphasis on practice homework. So take a look at that. But then we also have other documents like we need periodic table, and different organizational charts such as nomenclature, VESPER, forces, etc. So a lot of material within course of materials, and I would always be referencing these and providing hyperlinks as well, so to help in the navigation process when we're in the modules or when we're in the announcements. So with the course materials, now we have at the bottom discussion boards, number 5, and then those other documents I was talking about earlier. With the discussion boards, This is basically a place to drop your questions, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible with a respective answer. Here already I've created a few of them. We have, good news, which is, things I'm doing good with that you might want to give me some kudos. It's always nice to hear that. Maybe more importantly, bad news, like what I'm not doing so well at, and how do you think I could improve. I don't really want that to be a place for complaints, but constructive criticism is always helpful, and maybe suggestions helpful as well. We have pre-summer school questions before the semester starts, and then lastly would be summer introductions. And so here I'll be posting a video of myself, just kind of introducing myself, giving you more of a personal stance on my hobbies and what I like to do, and things of that nature. And I encourage you to do the same. Even though we're in this virtual community, it'd be nice to still try to create connections and moving forward. So, a little video would be great. If you're camera shy, you don't have to video yourself. You can just talk in the background as you take a walk in your yard or in the field, or that's up to you. It's not mandatory, but it would be nice to create some discussion. And I think introductions would be a good place. As we go throughout the semester, I'll add discussion boards as we get into more and more material. So this is a good place to get your questions asked and answered as well. So that is getting started. What's next we see at the bottom? Well, I just talked about that idea of, okay, try to post an introductory video about you on the discussion board type of thing, or at least say some hellos and give us some information besides the fact that we're in general chemistry. And then 2, move on to the next topic below here, which is move on to ebb and flow, how the actual lectures, labs are going to work.